me try this. Let me just put my phone. Oh, I'll just turn it over. Can I get this on? Oops. Right. So I've got all the parts printed for the side. I've got some issues though. First of all, the drive shaft, the bit of drive shaft that I had kicking about isn't quite long enough. Oops! So I'll have to either cut a piece of drive shaft or something else that's longer to put a pulley on. Yeah, well, that's all I can do really. But anyway, I'm at the moment I'm just putting the legs on here. I haven't acetone treated these. They've just come straight off the printer. The reason I haven't acetone treated them is because they will shrink, and I think they're already too tight as it is. Just getting that bit of plastic off in there. So let's get this last one on. I have to do this to test spacing, and I might have to adjust my spacers that are inside. They're a snug fit. They're a good fit. Very good fit. Just have to tap it on with a hammer a little bit. So super duper fit. They don't fall off. That's perfect fit, that. Better to be tight than loose, cause if they're tight I don't have to glue them on. And also because I don't have to glue them on, it's easy to take them apart again. I've just got a little bit of off the print bed. I'm just trimming some nodules that were sticking out. I've got some holes on my printer plate. Don't want to hit it too hard, I might break it. It's rubbing on something though. It's rubbing, but I have to adjust my... Oh, I know what it is. The bearing's gone down a bit. I need to push that down. If I hammer this down, no, it's still rubbing. I have to put a spacer at the bottom end here somewhere. Or, actually, maybe not. I think I see what the problem is. It's bow-legged. These legs that I made, the holes need to be slightly further out. So, which means printing another 4 legs. Oh well, that's not so bad. Yeah, I'll do that, because it looks like the space, I mean, because in the middle there's a gap between there and there, and between there at the bottom and there, but the bow-leggedness is the problem. Is because my spacing wants to be a little bit on my holes on these legs, wants to be further apart. I don't know if you can see that. Well, we're not far off. Oops. Damn it. My bearings popped out again. Tapping my bearing back in a minute. So we're nearly there. It's just rubbing on the edges. Maybe if I tap the drive shaft in the middle down a bit. Oops, maybe too much. It's coming out the bottom now. Yeah. Yeah, the legs have got to be a bit longer to give me more. It's rubbing on the bottom one there. So if we press that up a bit. Oops. Actually, almost. Push it up. There's a bit more. It's still rubbing. Wants to be down now. I think I pushed it up too far now. Let's try that. Where's it rubbing now? It's rubbing on the bottom, this bottom leg here. Let's tilt that a bit. Oops, wrong one. I ain't got my clearances right. It's because the legs have been. The legs are too. Holes are too close together. Oh well. I expected something like this, but at least it turns. I haven't put the stabilizer ribs on here yet. Thought, well, that can be later. I just wanted to make sure everything fits right first. It actually rubs less when it's the upside down because it's that side that's rubbing. Oops, what have I done? Oh, I pushed the bearing out again. My bearing popped. I keep knocking it out of the. My bearing's going to get shot if I keep bashing it with a hammer. I have got another one, so I'm not too worried. Yeah, I'm gonna adjust my legs in SketchUp. What I'll do is I'll see how much. You see, the top part, there's a gap at the top. There's a gap at the top, but there's no gap on the edge, so I have to work out the difference. So looking at it, it looks like, actually, easy way to find that out. Get my calipers. I think my calipers aren't going to go in that small gap. I know what I'll do. I'll get a drill, find out what the 2mm drill bit. I'll stick that in the gap, see if that's 2mm gap. It is slightly less than that, 1.5mm. So, but I'm going to go with 2mm. It's better that the legs are a little bit further higher, really, than too low, because it'll give me extra clearance. And this thing bends slightly anyways, as I expected it would do. So I've got 2mm clearance on that side, because this 2mm drill just goes in there. It's almost 2mm on the back, so I need to move these holes on the bottom legs 2mm down, but I'm probably going to go with 3mm. which is a little bit extra because I don't want to be printing them a third time. So yeah, I thought I'd just show you that. Get my camera. Oh, it's upside down. Oops. Well, it is to me. I don't know if it is to you. Let me just turn this a minute. Right, just getting this right way up to me. Oh, maybe I've got the phone upside down. I don't know. Anyway, we're getting there. We aren't far away. Let me just move my acetone out of the way. Move my mouse. Just give myself a bit of room. At the moment, there's just too much friction. Oops, I'm not pointing the camera out right. It's rubbing on the thing at the bottom. But let me just get my compass again. I went and dropped my compass earlier. It went on the floor and I couldn't find it. Oh yeah, it definitely attenuates the magnets. The magnets, remember, are not moving, the stationary, but the steel balls in the drum are moving, and as you can see, it's influencing the compass, and that's a long way away from that. Let me stick the compass on this bobbin so it's at the right altitude. Oh yeah, we definitely have attenuation of the field, and it's what I expected. It'll be better when I get them legs sorted out. Yeah, sorry, we can't do anything dramatic today, like spin it really fast, because it's rubbing. So if I hold it up to the light, you can see the board, because now I can see through the camera. I want something white. My chair is quite... You can see the legs are bowed in. The rack, whatever I call it. So yeah, some adjustment to them legs. And it stands upright, at least. I mean, look, when I tip it over, it falls back on its feet. That's a good thing. It means it's not going to fall over like that, which would be not good. The other thing I have to sort out is a 3D printer motor mount as well. But the reason I didn't rush about printing the motor mount is because when I get a belt pulley, or if I get a drive shaft long enough and I get a belt pulley on it, there's no reason why I can't just use my mini drill to turn it, you know, temporarily, to see what it does. You know, I'm a bit disappointed about these legs being a bit too short though. It's probably because I've got the spacers inside a bit too long actually, but no, I don't think that's the reason. No, can't be. I got more space at the top though than the bottom. I have got a spacer at the top. Anyway, I'm just going to print some more legs. It won't take me long to do them. And we'll hopefully, maybe tomorrow, we'll be able to run a little test with it. because it doesn't take a lot to stick a coil next to it. I mean, to do some tests I could use any coil. I could just stick it next to it like that, and that's the idea, to do a pulse test, or use a rectangular coil, and like one of these that's on here, which is what I designed it really for, but it doesn't matter what coil I use. Oops. Right, I'm going. See you later.